What's going on, guys? It's Alexios. Hope you guys are having a great day. And today we got a different video where I wanted to talk a bit about social media, fashion, influencers, and just how I feel about it all. But before we get into that, I want to thank you guys for hitting 200 subscribers. The support's been amazing, especially on my last video with those chocolate milk dunks, which love those shoes. But yeah, I just want to thank you guys. But now, let's get into this heavy topic. So firstly, I want to give a shout out to Drew Joyner, who is a YouTuber and TikToker who inspired me to make this video. I really like his content. He seems like a really awesome dude, so check out his channel if you haven't already. But yeah, I've been thinking about this topic for a while, and I feel like I got something to say on the matter. I'm not a guy who knows the story of every brand and every single thing about everything in fashion, because I know there are a lot of people in the fashion community who do kind of act like that, that they know everything. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you're passionate about it, great. But I just want to say where I am within that spectrum. I think I know things, but I'm not at the top. So anyway, I am someone who can really appreciate the storytelling, whether that's behind a brand, a specific garment, or a piece. That's just something I feel like I can do very well. And these stories, these messages, they can be really deep. They could be really personal in some cases. The inspiration behind certain pieces can stem from ideas from all over the place. The way these ideas are portrayed to consumers can be really difficult in social media. On the one hand, it gives you a plethora of opportunities to, really show something in a unique and new way, using a digital medium, whether that's through collaboration, through online communities or companies or brands that were built purely from an online presence. It's pretty incredible. And no, I am not talking about Balenciaga and Fortnite. But unfortunately, that does kind of apply to what I'm saying, because that wouldn't really be possible without the world we live in today, which is because of social media. But we're going to not talk about that. But because of all the things that are available on the internet and all the ways we can get distracted, we live in this sort of attention economy where we can only really spend a certain amount of time on only a very limited amount of things on the internet. For example, I spend more time on YouTube than I do on TikTok watching videos. And, the level of time, the amount of time someone can have to watch anything changes person to person. We have to choose who we're giving our attention to as people. People like influencers, YouTubers, me, we have to try and get your attention. It's not easy. And it's really not easy when you're also trying to be authentic and yourself. And that's where certain brands come into play within fashion and their dynamic with certain influencers. And on social media, anyone can express anything about themselves at any time. And the very things they express don't have to be their opinions. They could be sponsored posts, such as in collaboration with H&M, with Zara, with Shein, with Fashion Nova. Brands that violate human rights, environmental rights, animal rights. And it's fascinating because there are so many small businesses which have been growing because of the internet. But at the same time, you have a massive amount of people who are paid X amount of money given this coupon code, whatever, and they'll post about these brands, which are just hurting us and hurting our planet. And, coming back to the personal self a bit, it even hurts the way we can view our potential as ways we can grow within our idea of what our style is. A lot of brands copy smaller brands or even luxury brands with the aesthetics and designs. And because of that, we're kind of shooting ourselves in the foot with how much we can really appreciate clothing. Sure, I could spend $30 and get a pair of pants that looks exactly like a Rick Owens pair of pants, but you're missing out not only on the name, but on the quality, the storytelling that went into creating that piece and all the experiences that went into it, and supporting the people who had that vision in the first place. I'm not a Rick Owens fan that much. I'm just using him as an example. But the point being, instead of supporting the actual creatives who come up with this stuff, a lot of people choose to just support the brand. And you can't blame them either, because not everyone has $400, $500 to spend on a pair of pants. I don't. And when you see a very similar thing for 30, 40 bucks, yeah, no shit, people are going to pick that option. And it's just kind of sad how, because of our capitalistic society, how we've come to this point where we expect these essential goods that should be quality and built to last a long time, and we get them for 20 bucks, but they can't handle that test of time. You wash them once and it's GG. They turn into a rag. Like, once they're out of the dryer, it's done. These low prices, on the one hand, make trying different styles easier. If I want to try 4 different styles of a shirt, I can do that very easily at H&M with very little risk to my, money. Versus if I'm supporting the creatives and small brands who have really 4 spectacular shirts, I can't spend $400 to experiment like that. And not enough people are willing to take that extra step to think, well, I could buy it and then resell it on Grailed or, on eBay and get that money back. And that way you're still trying something new that's also quality, that's also good. Overall, I feel like social media has really allowed for the growth of fast fashion, which was already growing, but it's allowed for its growth in even more ways because of the amount of styles we're exposed to. It's like, ooh, I like this picture. I want to try that outfit, but I'm not going to spend $200 to do it. I'm going to go to H&M and do it. And so many people on TikTok now, they say, 5 best pants, and all the places they list, fast fashion, not good for anyone. They're not pants that will last a long time and that will, in the end, work better for you and better for everyone on this planet. So how do we fix it? Well, on the one hand, I would say to follow influencers and people on social media who are really authentic and stick to themselves. It's okay to be trendy. It's okay to follow a trend, but it's not okay to support companies which do bad stuff. And I know I'm using only fast fashion in this example, but a lot of companies we all wear do bad things. Nike, Adidas, they're not innocent. They're not. And as much as I love them for their shoes, they probably do really bad things. So there needs to be a growing awareness in how we approach fashion. One of those ways is thrifting and buying secondhand. But then you have a problem within that. Now you have a bunch of upper middle class people going to thrift stores trying to get cool, edgy t-shirts when for damn near all of history, thrift stores were there out of necessity. You didn't have upper middle class people going there, for fun. You had people going there who need clothing. So I think it is good to be more sustainable about the way we buy clothes, but we also need to be aware of our position within that. Like, if you do have the funds to buy a good pair of pants that will cost maybe $100 but will last you forever, I think it's worth doing that much more than it is going to the thrift store to buy your pants and buy them for $10 when there's so many more people who can't afford to buy $100 pants. It's either the thrifted pants or the H&M. And at the end of the day, buying secondhand will always reign supreme over fast fashion. And this is all to say that you should go through your own wardrobe. And if you see stuff that you haven't worn in ages, donate it, try selling it online. There are so many ways to get it into the hands of someone else who will use it. Anyway, I didn't know if it sounded like I was rambling during this video, but all these thoughts kind of swirl together and it can get really confusing at times. But I am curious to hear what you guys think about it in the comments down below. So please leave your thoughts. I want to have a conversation about this. Let me know if you like these type of videos too. I really like just sitting and talking about, stuff I find interesting. So yeah, make sure to hit that like button if you want more videos like this. It's been Alexios, guys. Love yourself, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.